Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Now, today we're going to be doing part 2 of the Reacting to My Subscribers Aquarium series. I did part 1 not too long ago. I got a whole bunch of new emails and new submissions. I don't think we're going to get through all of them today, so part 3 is probably coming in the future. If you don't know how this works, basically a whole bunch of my subscribers sent in pictures of their aquarium to the email right here, chewysbroaquatics@gmail.com. By the way, if you want to be included in part 3, part 4, part 5, you can go ahead and send your aquariums to that link down below in the description if you don't want to type it out. But today we're going to start pretty much right where we left off in part 1. I'm going through these in the order of which I received them, so we're kind of going in a linear order. So if I don't get yours in this video, it will definitely be in part 3. But coming in first right here, this is a 36-gallon community aquarium from Yo-Yo Enthusiast. It looks to be a nice little 36-gallon aquarium with a couple schools of tetras, white skirt tetras, black skirt tetras, maybe red-eye tetras, some barbs. This is a really overall nice community tank. There's not really many plants in it right now, just a moss ball. They did say they're going to get plants soon. That's really the one recommendation I have, is to get more live plants in this tank. It would look awesome as a planted aquarium. And then also looking at the stand it's on is slightly concerning. I'm not quite sure how sturdy this table is. But generally aquariums of this size really are recommended to be kept on aquarium stands, just because furniture can sometimes collapse. I'm hoping this is a pretty sturdy table and they're going to have no issues, but once there's some live plants in there, I can see this tank looking amazing. Coming up next, we have an awesome reef tank from Seth. I want to say this is an innovative marine aquarium kit. That could be wrong though, so don't quote me on that. It's a super nice reef tank. I really like this tank. There's some red mushrooms back there. Some green star polyp GSP right there in the front, some blue mushrooms it looks like, as well as a few rose bubble tip anemones. They're not really bubbled up, so maybe they're just long tentacle anemones, I'm not quite sure. And then some other soft corals. Really nice looking tank, looks super clean. That sand bed is immaculate. Standard cleanup crew, some snails. There's a little clownfish in there, a damsel, as well as a pygmy angelfish. Overall a really nice clean looking reef tank. It looks awesome. If only reef tanks always looked this good and always stayed this clean. But overall, amazing tank. The next one I got is from Nathan, who has an Instagram account called @fishking.fk, if you want to follow him there. This is a nice planted angelfish tank. This looks to be one of those taller hexagon tanks. A lot of live plants and fake plants, I believe. The fake plants honestly look pretty realistic, except for a few of them, so the aquascape kind of blends together with the real plants and the fake plants. Nice piece of tall driftwood. Tall driftwood really looks good in these taller, like column style aquariums, so it breaks up the space nice. 2 large angelfish. I don't see any other fish in here, but overall it looks really nice. Super clean, no algae. Angelfish look good, and overall just a really solid setup. This tank right here is from the Goldfish King. It's a 55-gallon aquarium with hillstream loaches, bristlenose plecos, and obviously a couple fancy goldfish. There's some big goldfish in there. What looks to be like a red cap oranda maybe, some Ryukins, a blackmore. Nice looking goldfish tank. If I have some recommendations, I would say do a water change. Sometimes, if that's real driftwood, it might not be. The water has a little bit of a yellow tint. That could be from tannins from the driftwood, which is actually beneficial to the fish. It's not the most appealing to the eye though. That normally comes out in a water change just fine. I would also raise the water level up just a little bit, just because I like tanks that are full to the rim, but that's honestly just my preference. You don't have to do that. There's also some pothos growing out of the top, which looks really cool. As the roots dangle in the water, they actually help clean the tank. Well, not really clean the tank, but they can remove nitrates. So overall, just a nice little add-on to the tank, but overall the tank looks good. Next up, we have a beta fish tank from Tathan, I believe. If I'm saying these names wrong, I'm so sorry. But this is a really nice planted beta fish tank. The plants look super green, super vibrant, not a speck of algae in sight. It looks to maybe be a 3 or a 5-gallon aquarium. It overall looks awesome though. That beta is gorgeous. I want to say it's like a galaxy koi beta. I don't know, I don't really know too much about betas, but that fish is gorgeous. The tank looks gorgeous. This is one of the nicest and cleanest beta fish tanks I think I've ever seen. The plants and just look so healthy and vibrant. So overall, amazing beta tank. And then last but not least, for today's video, we have some pictures from Carter's dad. Carter is a huge fan of the channel, and his dad sent in some pictures of Carter's tanks for us to check out today. So the first one being, I believe, a 10-gallon tank. There's some cool glowfish gravel in the bottom, a couple live plants thrown in there looking good, some mollies and some neon tetras, and then that little like decor thing in the middle. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but I actually have that exact same decor piece in my shrimp tank. It's just in like the back corner right now. Moving on, there's this little ecosphere jar. I don't know too much about it. I don't see anything living in it. some gravel, maybe a little plant or two. You know, looks good, but I don't think anything's living in it, which makes sense because it is probably too small to sustain shrimp or fish, stuff like that. And then the last tank, I believe, maybe this is the 10 gallon and the other one was a 5 gallon. I don't know, one of these is a 5 gallon, one of these is a 10 gallon. But this third tank right here, I'm gonna assume this one, we're gonna call this one the 10 gallon now. Similar to the 5 gallon, that little glowfish gravel, a couple live plants, and some various tetras. Nice, simple beginner setup, looking good. And then last but not least, a 2.5 gallon betta fish tank with, once again, some live plants. And a heater. So overall, pretty good betta tank. Honestly, a lot of people don't even keep their bettas with filters or heaters. This tank has a filter and a heater and a little live plant. So that betta looks to be in good shape. Now I know I didn't get to everyone's fish tank today. I promise if you were not included in today's video, your aquarium will be in part 3 of this series. Remember, if you guys want to submit pictures to be in part 3 or part 4, go ahead and send them to that email that's linked down below and I will make sure to include you guys. If you want to see more of these videos though, do not forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching once again and goodbye.